if you have a summoner, pretty much of any role, really, with, I don't know, 50 range or more, I think it's definitely worth trying out. This role is Perpetual Motion and Rampage. I will try to show it somewhere, probably at the very beginning of the video. But it's crazy, to say the least. Like, I don't even know, because I saw the buffs to 600 RPM autos, and I was seeing a lot of people using Suros at the very start of the, I don't know, the first week that patch went live in whatever I was playing. I think it was just Control or Checkmate, I don't remember. Was seeing a lot of people with like Actium War rigs running it, which you're gonna see Titan stuff. It's a Titan game, but I couldn't. The first thing I tried was an old like Zen Moment kill clip, Gnawing Hunger. Then I tried to tap the trigger kill clip, or tap the trigger, whatever it was, Gnawing Hunger. All these with like max or close to max range, and the same guns I used during the 600 RPM meta of, I don't remember the season, but a good couple of years ago or so, and that was all I ran, was the Gnawing Hunger. That is the only thing that I ran during that meta for the most part, and this thing just feels better. I don't remember running Suros much back then. Whenever they first brought Suros back around Witch Queen, I had a rangefinder elemental capacitor roll that I was running non-stop. And like I said, this one's Perpetual, and I think it's Rampage 4 multi-kill clip, but I was just running it with Rampage. I'm not trying to reload. It feels just, I don't know if it's the scope or the zoom level, but it is the best feeling of all the 600 ARs that I've used, and it's by no means like a god roll. It's a very good roll. There's better stuff that you could have gotten on it. You cannot get the gun anymore. I don't even think there's a great 600 in the game that you can get. I tried the Perpetual list, and it just feels, I don't know. I put my Black Memento on it, and it is the worst feeling of the ARs. For me, I have no idea why or anything about it. Scathelocke feels pretty good, but I don't know. I tried to kill him from that far away just to kind of see what kind of damage numbers I was getting, and I pretty quickly realized it's not going to happen, but I kept challenging anyways. I was like, here we go. But I try not to play like too slow or head glitchy or passive. I am an Arc Titan, so if I can just damage somebody a little bit, I can one-hit melee bang them, get my health back, you know, roll on to the next person as you do. And like, just because of Rampage, I guess that's why I won that gunfight. I don't know if someone was teaming with me or not. It's very chaotic right there, but this is a lot of like just gunfights that I challenge wild stuff, because that guy killed me with Oversoul Edict, and that is probably my favorite weapon right now to use in the entire game. Primary weapon. Nothing beats conditional. It's fun. It's the best thing in the game for PvP. It's bananas. Sometimes you kill people at what I feel like is like, I don't want to say like absurd range, but compared to any other legendary shotgun except for slugs, it just doesn't feel like it should kill that far away. The shatter and ignition stuff of it almost never happens. I feel like they have to be in a bubble or well to even trigger any of that, and then if they are, I don't have a lot of luck with the ignition shot. I feel like it doesn't really kill people a lot. But the freeze in melee, because if anyone frozen, then you melee them, they're dead. You know, anytime someone's frozen, they take enough damage, they're dead. But this is it's one of those things that's like a FOMO thing. Like when you have something that you wish you would have grinded more for, and I grinded a lot for the summoner. Like the Trials weapon I grinded the absolute most would be the Shayura's Wrath, and I did not get the roll that I wanted out of that. The only max range roll I got of that was like Heating Up Harmony or Celerity, which is not a bad roll, but not the roll that I wanted. And then I got two summoners that I actually kept, which one is the one that I'm using as far as adepts go. I have two normal ones and two adepts, and the adept one that I'm using, and then I have an overflow, I want to say elemental capacitor, and then the other, the regular ones are moving target something and rangefinder elemental capacitor. And they're all usable. The worst one's the overflow one, just because it has nothing on it for range. I don't think, at least. That was a bad spot. They wanted me dead. Used his Nova Bomb to kill a half-health Titan. I don't blame him. I'd have done the same thing.
Zone B lost.
You never can be too careful. I had knockout and conditional. I was ready.
Zone C captured.
Yeah, like that. That's a that's a great example of just beaming somebody, and then I miss every headshot. I don't know if the sidearm flinches that hard. I have some okay rolls of that sidearm, but I don't seem to get. It's hard to notice flinch because it's usually like I just, you know, when you're using a sidearm, I'm not exactly paying attention to much. I probably have like one at least. You know, you got somebody on you, and if you so happen to kill them, you've got someone else on you. This guy was hitting me with Thorn, which hand cannon flinch, plus the poison damage flinch, after I had got shot by somebody else, and I still traded with him. I did have Rampage. I don't know if I had ×1 or ×2 there, but I was hitting 30 to the head, so I'm assuming that was ×2. That was all 8s on that guy. I was completely ready for that guy. You know, missed headshots entirely, but I was like, this guy's still gonna be in his super. And then, and I knew that the Dawnblade was there too, and I'm like, he's gonna pre-fire me. He's just gonna, you know, sling Dawnblades, which that's another super that I'm terrible with. I guess I'm okay with Silk Strike, but Dawnblade, man, I can't hit somebody if they're standing still. I don't know what it is. You know, it's not a skill game. You know, that's why we're on Arc Titan. It's about who does and who doesn't have conditional finality is what this game's about. But it's I don't want it to get nerfed, but I feel like it should. Or something needs to change. I don't know if it's a shotgun. You know, you can't just nerf shotguns across the board. I don't think shotguns are in a place where they would warrant being nerfed. Conditional's in a place where it's like, you know, there's no other way really to deal with a bubble or to deal with a well. And it doesn't even deal with a well, like, you know, perfectly. You can kill one person. Like, if 3 people are standing in a well, conditional's not really going to help you. You're better off hitting them at their feet with a Witherhoard and a grenade, or, you know, hoping your team shots or snipe them out of it, something like that. But the bubble's the real, you know, it goes back to the Titans being the problem. See, you get 2 lightning nades, they jolt on it, you know, on hit. But a breath of fresh air running this summoner, because it's previously been a lot of just non-stop running. Because when I find something that works lately in Destiny 2, that's been the only thing that I will run. So yeah, this was a pretty good match, and if you have a summoner, pull that bad boy out, dog. You know what I'm saying?